Hi there. In this video, I'm going to share with you how you can clear a raspy voice. And if you've got vocal damage, these exercises are going to help. Now, if you're someone who has a raspy or croaky voice and you feel like, I actually really like it, it sounds soulful, it sounds smoky, it sounds sensual, please still do go and check it out, because you want to make sure that there aren't any serious issues there. If your voice is croaky or raspy all of the time, please go and check it out. Don't rely on it as giving you an edge to your singing, because it could be that there's something going on there. Now, I must stress that I am not a voice therapist. There are people who are medically trained to deal with vocal damage. They are called voice therapists. They are specialists. They've trained for years in this. But the exercises that I'm going to give you in this video will help if you have a rasp, if you do exactly what I say. Don't try and skip anything. Don't try and do anything different or fancy, and don't feel like, you know, I've heard something else somewhere else. Now, if you try to combine what you've heard somewhere else with these exercises, it may work, it may not. I can't vouch for anything else, but I do know that when I have used these exercises with my singers who have had raspy voices and who have had vocal damage and not been able to get to a voice therapist, it has helped. But please take this with caution and don't rely on this to save your voice. Now, if you are serious about singing and you would like to work on your voice, then I do recommend, once your voice has recovered, taking my free 5-day course. You can go to the pinned comment or the description, click the link and pop your details in, and I'm going to send that directly to you. If you would rather work with me on a one-to-one basis, you can book a consultation. We can have a chat, I can hear your voice, and we can see how we can move forward to work together to improve and enhance your vocals. So let's get stuck in. Now, raspiness can be caused raspiness that's there all the time that you can't get rid of can be caused by a few different issues. Now, in the extreme case, I have heard of lots of people with naturally raspy voices that don't go away and gradually get worse, and it's actually turned out to be a tumour. So be very careful. If there is constant raspiness, please go and check it out. Don't rely on videos like this. Don't rely on your friends on Facebook. Don't rely on a guy down the road whose cousin's best friend once had a rasp and had this miraculous herbal treatment and got rid of it. Go and see a specialist. Okay, now it could be that your voice is just hoarse because it's dry and it's tired and your vocal cords are inflamed, or it could be somewhere in between. But for people who have had constant raspiness for a number of years, maybe up to 3-4 years, I have been able to help them, if they've not been able to see a voice specialist, with these exercises. But you must be very cautious. You must take it slowly. You must start very gently. Please don't rush. So the first exercise we're going to do is a zzz. So it's the Z sound. We're really going for a buzz. And all of these exercises are very quiet, very gentle, but be careful not to use too much air, because lots of air going up between your vocal cords is actually going to cause more damage. So it's really about balance. That's why I highly recommend that if you can't get to a voice therapist, go to a qualified, trained voice coach who has helped people with this issue. And again, I do have a couple of spaces, so if you'd like to book a consultation with me, then do that. Now, of course, before we start, remember to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get all of my future videos. And when you're ready, go ahead and go through my other videos. I've got hundreds of videos on this channel that are going to help you. So we're going to the zzz, and we're just going to do a really gentle slide. So we're going to carry that through, and we're only going to do it for a short range. If this is too high for you, start the octave lower. It should be okay for anyone who's an alto, a mezzo or a soprano. If anything lower than that, you may need to start the octave lower. So here we go. going, nice and gently. Be careful not to increase the volume as we go higher in pitch. If your voice cuts out, please stop. Don't force it. One more. Gently. The next exercise, we're going to use a zh sound. So it's like J's or G's. Zh. And again, very gently, making sure that we're sliding between the notes. So it's not zh, it's a slide. So we're going to start with the keyboard. We're going to slide up. And the keyboard's going to meet us at the top. So don't wait for the note to change before you start sliding. So it's not this, because you won't have time to slide back down, and it's not this, sliding in between. Here we go. Keep it nice and quiet. Sliding. So imagine you're trying to get a baby to sleep. Now, it's really important for vocal health to keep your voice hydrated. Stay hydrated. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that stay hydrated is my slogan. Now, it doesn't just mean drinking gallons of water. It doesn't mean that at all. It means having a good vocal hygiene program, a good vocal hygiene system and set of habits that you use every day to keep yourself hydrated. Your vocal cords are the first and your last things to dehydrate and the last things to rehydrate. So it's very important that we're constantly hydrated. And you can do this, as I say, not just by drinking gallons of water. That isn't the answer. But you can cut down your caffeine, cut down your sugar intake. Use steaming with herbs is very, very good for your voice. If you have central heating, then you can put a bowl of water near or on, if it's safe to, near the radiators to cause some hydration in the room, especially when you're sleeping. Drink water when you wake up, and if you need to, just have a couple of sips during the night. You don't want to be running off to the loo every 5 minutes, but a couple of times during the night, because you can dehydrate, especially if you're sleeping for like 7-8 hours. That's a long time for your body not to be taking in any hydration. So the last exercise, we're going to use the V sound, so V for victory. So you might find that your lips become quite tickly. It'll be fine. It's not going to kill you. Sing through it. And we're going to sing. So we're going to sing up the steps to the 5th, and we're going to slide down to the root. So make sure that this is nice and gentle. If someone was standing about 3 feet away from you at the bus stop, they wouldn't quite be sure if you're making a sound or not. Okay, so that's the kind of volume we're going for. 5, 6, 7, and. And back down. So if you do these exercises daily, be very, very gentle. Go and see your doctor, go and see a voice specialist. But if you do these exercises and you haven't got any serious issues, you may find that your voice starts to clear and it's not croaky or raspy all of the time. So if you use these exercises very, very gently, very cautiously, you've gone to see a voice specialist and they've told you that there's nothing wrong and that you're able to do these exercises, then please do these every day. Don't overdo it. Listen to your voice, listen to your body, keep it gentle and keep your voice safe. I'll see you in the next video. Stay hydrated. Ciao!